We have 𝗂𝗀𝗃 being banned on one side, and Funky's 𝗲𝗂𝗃 is not banned right now at the moment. The bids are not even that high at the moment for this finale when 𝗧𝗵𝗵𝗶 versus Plat. T1 match had 40k points, actually 60k points on the line, and this match doesn't even have many points on the line. We have a free 𝗲𝗂𝗃 for Funky. Is he gonna play the 𝗲𝗂𝗃? And we have a 𝗲𝗂𝗃 entering the battlefield. Funky is loaded and locked with his 𝗲𝗂𝗃. There will be no Kinu starting though, but the 𝗲𝗂𝗃 is definitely making its way in here. How is this match gonna turn out to be? Turbi definitely writing down notes right now on how to counteract the Funky 𝗲𝗂𝗃 gameplay. It is always problematic to deal with Funky's 𝗲𝗂𝗃. Any Funky copy pastas in the chat? The draft is going really quick today. Let us take a look. We have a Kinu and 𝗵𝗵 being picked up by Funky as well. We have a 𝗵𝗵𝗶 being taken in. 𝗧𝗵𝗺 as well. He is looking at 𝗧𝗲𝗺𝗺 at the moment. But nothing really stops 𝗲𝗂𝗃 from madness buffing turn 1, right? Or am I wrong? I mean, 𝗧𝗵𝗺 can do a madness buff of his own as well if he wants to. But will he do that? We have a pick and ban that ended pretty quick. And we have a 𝗧𝗲𝗺𝗺 entering into this match as well. I think this is gonna be a spicy match, and get your popcorns ready if you didn't already, and let's get right into it. Now, taking a look at the match itself, we have a 𝗬𝗏𝗃, which is a weak turn 1 to be honest, and a 𝗧𝗵𝗺 as well, which has C spikes which can hurt the 𝗵𝗶. But again, Funky somehow needs the 𝗵𝗶 to be alive as well, because 𝗵𝗶 can do really good damage to toxic Temp, so he might try to bring the 𝗬𝗵𝐵 in at the moment and just get that free madness buff going. This is an all-out Rambo battle going on at the moment. 𝗧𝗵𝗃 completely left to right. Nobody showed any single mercy. No one swapped anything out. This was complete 𝗧𝗵𝗃 in the face. Every single one of them just marked each other. 𝗵𝗶 is the only thing that is untouched right now. And definitely Funky's 𝗲𝗂𝗃 is looking not in a good shape right now. But I think the problem here right now is that Funky's 𝗲𝗂𝗃 is faster, which means he will be getting that kill first if he goes with the double in. This 𝗵𝗶 can just kill almost everything that it wants to right now at the moment. This is gonna be really rough. The question is, how is he gonna handle this? We have a tornado coming in on Valorant. Okay, that 𝗲𝗂𝗃 is now under pressure of poison ticks. At least it will be taking overexertion, I believe, and it might just die to it. But no, he barely alive on 0.4%. I can't even see the red bar right now, but he's just living, keeping the hope alive of all the Funky fans in the chat that he is not dying yet. He is not done with this shit. He is still alive. Might still make an impact later on in the match. He has to back out at the moment though. He cannot do anything at the moment. The 𝗲𝗂𝗃 actually still stays in. He is not looking like he's going out. 𝗵𝗵𝗃 make its way in. No, 𝗲𝗂𝗃 is going out. Sorry. We have a 𝗬𝗏𝗃 coming in on the Kinu. Doesn't do much, but Nox Bomb probably should seal the deal if I'm not wrong, and that is a GG. That Kinu will be going down. I'm somehow getting worried for Turbi, even though Funky is the one with the low HP Temps. That 𝗲𝗂𝗃 low HP, but getting all these Temps on low HP is basically setting up a kill zone for 𝗲𝗂𝗃 to start sweeping. But they need to be a little bit more in the lower HP zone and not where they are right now. We have a Goring and Wind Burst coming in, being triggered right away. First aid kit possibly coming in as well, and that will be as well 37.2%. This is still looking pretty rough for Turbi, to be honest with you, because the more low HP Tems that he has, the higher potential 𝗏𝗏 has to sweep this whole matchup. I think this is the 5th Tem that we are seeing today that is using a Roshil. So everyone apparently is adopting a Roshil for some reason. I understand the consistent damage it brings, but still, is it worth it? The thing about Funky is that he usually, when the 𝗏𝗏 is this low, he will bring it in on a turn where everything dies but that 𝗏𝗏. Like they kill each other kind of thing, and then he gets up to 60%. He has done it a few times on the tournament itself, and I have seen it live. He is possible of doing that. This guy is sometimes insane with his 𝗏𝗏 movements, to be honest. Although it does seem hard in this match though. Okay, 𝗏𝗏 is making its way back in this time around. Funky will be retreating the bunch. It looks like he is sacrificing the 𝗏𝗏 to the Dark Lords. Well, looks like 𝗏𝗏 has been sacrificed to the Dark Lords, which means Funky is in a really bad spot at the moment. Well, the problem is if Muflang dies, then both of these are special attackers, and Nox is actually starting to look pretty solid. But still, there are answers for Banshee on the other side, which is this 𝗏𝗏, which is standing still. I did not expect the Banshee to just go down straight up one shot. I thought Funky might have the spread at least to live once he spiked. Yeah, this match is looking like it is Turbi's match. This match is definitely not looking into Funky's pockets. It will be 1-0 for Turbi. He will be taking it away. Turbi actually decided to ban the Tulkun again. He does not want to deal with the Tulkun. He is okay with dealing with the 𝗏𝗏 at the moment. I see 𝗧𝗏𝗺 and Turok is kinda really strong because it denies the 𝗏𝗏 from coming in. Well, 𝗏𝗏 is of course a strong option here because it will be countering that Turok and threatening it to go out as well. But 𝗧𝗏𝗺 kind of is free right now. It can do a madness buff and turn 2. Well, the thing is it will get trapped. But the fact that Turok can then free out is a thing. So 𝗏𝗏 has to decide if it traps the Turok in or 𝗧𝗏𝗺. I think it all turns out to be how are they going to do the turn 1. This turn 1 is really important for this match, if you ask me. So let's take a look at the back seat. I think if 𝗏𝗏 decides to plague the Turok, then it is kind of stuck. Actually, even if it does, it is not stuck because it has the half stamina proc. I think it's called invigorated. Since it has that, it will not get the exhaust, which means it is not getting trapped either way. And if it is escapist anyways, it's not getting trapped. So I think that's a free madness buff actually. There is a plague coming in on that Xenoret. It might be madness buff. Let us see. Actually, it got trapped, which means that rock is actually not. Wow, a double in to secure the kill on the Kinu, or if it was a Banshee, I guess. That was really neat. Turbi is 110 already up. The problem is that the Zeno is going down this turn because of Dust Vortex possibly coming its way at the moment. There is a +1 speed on that 𝗬𝗶𝗴 from the whip which was applied by Kinu. So Dust Vortex is coming. The question is if he can do another Crystal Spikes before he goes down at least. It looks like there is no Dust Vortex coming. It's a Plague coming in instead. And is this a 𝗬𝗫 flank or not? It is not. It is a double kick coming in. It will be taking it down with a double kick. Stone Ball coming in on the Mo flank. I guess it was a C Spike Stone Ball double in, I guess. I think this is a problematic situation, to be honest. Funky is really facing a big and a hard time actually. This match actually Funky is looking way more balanced than before where he lost attempts way too quickly. In this one it is still okay in a state. We have a 𝗬𝗧 coming in. First time maybe in a non-threatening board, but then again that 𝗬𝗏 is just looking at its face. This is still a risky move and we have a rock fall coming in. That 𝗬𝗧 just like that down to 25.5%. Turbi started this tournament with a statement. He gave me 100k in cash and he said, if I don't win this tournament, distribute the 100k to the prize pool amongst other players. He was here to assert dominance since the start and he's making his point right now. He's not here this week for trolling around. He came in with cash and he is going out with cash is what his message was at the beginning, and definitely it looks like he is packing a punch right now. All the HPs are looking low. That 𝗵𝗏 is looking pretty strong as well later on in the game. He can aquatic whirlwind, take the Mo flank down if required. The Banshee is the only problem. If the Banshee goes down, all the hopes are looking drop in for Funky in this scenario, but we have a tornado coming in on that 𝗧𝗵𝗺 should be taking it down to 60 barely. C Spike coming in straight up at the same place, 36.1%. Stone Ball coming in on the Banshee, predicting a swap, but no swap happens. He could have gotten that 𝗬𝗧 kill if he wanted to, but it looks like he decided to go against it. I wonder why Stone Ball though, huh? Okay, he decides to swap the 𝗬𝗏 out and we have the Quack which is coming in, getting ready with that Toxic Shower, applying the Mom's Lunch on that 𝗬𝗧 as well. In case it decides to attack, we have a 𝗵𝗏 coming in, C Spike over-exerting the 𝗬𝗧 for sure here. Scavenger will be coming in, but again the over-exertion is there, it cannot attack this turn. Toxin Shower is ready and so is Tornado. If Banshee decides to Tornado, it is going to kill itself and it will be getting that Scavenger onto the 𝗬𝗧. The thing is, both of them are full HP and they are not dying. They are making sure that while they take 𝗬𝗧 down with them this turn itself. There is no second choices here. The 𝗬𝗧 has to go down. They probably will be going right after the 𝗬𝗧. It's not a high priority at the moment because 𝗬𝗏 is still in the back and it can take care of 𝗬𝗧 pretty nicely. 𝗬𝗏 might be a problem, but Nidrasil deals with the 𝗬𝗏. At the moment, Turbi has every answer he requires for the attempts that he's about to face. Tornado comes in all the way down to 29.2%. Scavenger proccing in. We have a Noxious Bomb coming in on the 𝗏𝗏. I guess he was predicting a 𝗏𝗶𝗴 swap over there. Maybe Toxic King coming in. Will be doing 2 ticks of poison. Will be going down to 20% HP. What is the swap that will be coming in now, taking that spot? Is it gonna be 𝗏𝗶𝗴? Is it gonna be 𝗵𝗏? Either way, the answers are ready on the other side of the field. That 𝗧𝗏𝗺 looks 𝗏𝗶𝗴 in the eyes, and it will make sure that it will make it regret for being there on the board. And it will be 𝗏𝗏𝗴 making its way in actually. 𝗧𝗏𝗺 looking pretty solid here. Straight up Toxic King in the face of 𝗏𝗏𝗴. Nothing can be done. An Aquatic Whirlwind should be enough to take the 𝗏𝗏𝗺 down. To be honest, there is no madness buff on the other side, so this looks like pretty straightforward at the moment for Turbi. Let us see, they took their time to think. The turn is about to be played. We have the 𝗃𝗏 coming in. And 𝗃𝗏 looks like it will be taking a plague in the face. The 𝗃𝗏 doesn't need to die. If it does, this is gonna be problematic situation. It will be going down. That 𝗏𝗏𝗃 will be getting a scavenger buff going up. I am not sure if that 𝗃𝗏 was the best spot to put in there. Noxious Bomb coming in. That 𝗏𝗏𝗃 is still alive. Barely alive, but still alive. I don't know if that 𝗃𝗏 had to die there. Funky will be taking that match away. That 𝗃𝗏 dying probably was not according to the plan. Funky fans in the chat are all reuniting because he barely came back from a defeat. Almost was a 2-0, but he somehow pulled it off there. Reading that rock swap in, doing that double lane. It will be a 𝗧𝗏𝗺 start again. Funky Banshee from... 𝗏𝗏𝗺 Banshee from Funky again. 𝗧𝗏𝗺 and Xenoreth is the start for Turbi. Turbi clearly shows that he does not fear from a 𝗏𝗏𝗃. He will be facing it. Last match did not go well for him. That 𝗏𝗏𝗃 came from so low HP and still kept his chill and calm alive. This is bad because the only thing that can swap in is Waller and everything else is taking good damage from Banshee. But again, Banshee is threatened by Xenoreth as well. The question is, does 𝗏𝗏𝗃 go for madness buff or does 𝗏𝗏𝗃 go for a proccing? Sparking the Xenoreth. What is this 𝗏𝗏𝗃 looking at the moment? Alright, Banshee decided to back out because we already saw before Banshee dies from a one-shot. Kino decides to make its way in there, giving the 𝗏𝗏𝗃 the protector buff. Any funky copy pasters in the chat? We have a C-Spike coming in on the Kino. It will be living on 1.9% HP. Toxic King to ensure the kill on that Kino. Okay, there was no sacrifice for 𝗏𝗏𝗃, so that is something, but still that 𝗏𝗏𝗃 is at the moment +1/+1/+1. Somewhere where Funky wants it to be, but not in the best possible place. One Tem down. He has to fight an uphill battle at the moment where the swaps and everything else is gonna matter a lot in this matchup. Still, Banshee is a premium pick that he has against 3 Toxics on the other side. He is gonna try his best to get that Xenoreth down. Once the Xenoreth is down, this match might be looking over because that Banshee can clean up a lot of stuff on Turbi's side. Turbi needs to target the Banshee and Funky needs to target the Xenoreth for sure. Alright, as I said, Turbi will be deciding to keep that thing alive. He does not want to risk. Alright, we have a plague coming in from 𝗬𝗏. It will be locking Magia in there. Toxic King going on 𝗏𝗏, just chilling, not much damage, but the poison take doesn't respect the typing. It will be doing good, a chunk of damage, 12.5% down. I mean, 𝗵𝗵𝗶 is trapped right now, it cannot move. 𝗧𝗵𝗺 does not need to move, it is looking pretty safe spot right now, but 𝗏𝗏 can back out and 𝗧𝗵𝗺 can be trapped here as well with a plague coming in from 𝗬𝗏, which will be more than enough for Banshee to take all the advantage of these two Temps in the field, and that is exactly what is going to happen. Banshee makes its way in right now, plague on 𝗧𝗵𝗺 to trap it in as well. Funky trapping all his targets in there. Nothing is moving out anymore. Toxin shower comes in. It will be doing a decent chunk of damage, but 𝗬𝗏 doesn't take anything. Team elusive. Banshee taking a good chunk of damage from 𝗧𝗵𝗺 at the moment. Down to 38.4%. Alright, so this Banshee is gonna do a good chunk of damage, but it is not gonna last long because 38.4% does not do much with an aquatic whirlwind coming in its face, probably. But Tornado is gonna do a decent chunk of damage as well at the same time. Let us see, and neutrality Banshee again, he doesn't have... Okay, I don't understand the point of Roshiel's right now. Couldn't he just go for aquatic whirlwind and solo kill it? Maybe, okay, maybe he doesn't have it in his kit. I am not sure of that usage, but I guess it's stamina preservation at the moment that we are seeing on screen. But well, that 𝗧𝗵𝗺 is just wait, how is Roshiel a prio? Roshiel is 2 prio. Aquatic is 3 prio, but probably saving stamina is the way to go. This looks like a turn for Madness buff for sure. Madness buff into base jump, killing the 𝗧𝗵𝗺, getting the heal up. Ah, save prio, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Madness buff coming in as we spoke about it. There is a Go Ring or a base jump followed up on 𝗧𝗵𝗺. It will be going back up in HP. Looks like a good old funky final game. +1 defense, +2 special attack, +3 special defense, +1 speed. Looks like a good old funky game around the town. Well, that Xehanort is not looking so healthy anymore with that 𝗏𝗏 being +2 special attack. A default 𝗏𝗏 got it down to 56.3. This is definitely just murdering it outright. And this Moflank is not joking around either ways. It can do a lot of damage as well. I think a double in from these two monsters is just gonna kill everything that comes in on that slot other than maybe Valorant. But we have a Noxolotl coming in attempt to proc the Madness... in attempt to proc the trance. Let us see Crystal Dust coming in with a Go Ring, taking it down to 35.3%. Roshiel coming in, nice and easy, 4 ticks of poison, slow and steady damage instead of a 1 consistent boost damage coming out. The dodge, the trance is completely dodged, and now, well, this Noxolotl is not looking good at all because, well, there was no C-Spike. The first aid kit was completely dodged. The trance was completely dodged as well. This is looking like a bad situation to be in for Turbi. Everything is looking worst at the moment for him. Let me call it up. It will be a Sea Dust coming in. Aquatic Whirlwind indeed. makes its way to the move flank. It will be going down, but 2%, barely alive, and takes the 𝗵𝗵𝗺 down with him. Double scavenger on 𝗧𝗏. There is no stopping this boy today. He is going back on 100% HP. Good old classic Funky right now. We are watching him on action. Full power mode at the moment. Nothing stops that 𝗧𝗏. Looks like, at least. This is looking very hard for Funky to go down from. He is sitting on top of a hill with that 𝗧𝗏. Spamming the sea dust because of the sweatband on him. He is never getting out of stamina. He's just gonna spam if he wants to. There might be an attempt of a cheeky Nox plug-in over here to try to get that trance and first aid kit, but if it is on the wrong slot, then it is not gonna help at all. And it will be the Nox coming in, as we talked about it. Did Funky fall for it, or did he just go with a sea spike? There will be a play coming in. He completely avoided that spot, I think. Did he avoid that spot completely? Because looks like 𝗧𝗏 is not attacking, because Noxious Bomb is going first. 𝗧𝗏 did not attack. Looks like 𝗧𝗏 is now ready to attack, and he is gonna strike in full power. The stamina is there. He is ready to strike. No need of any changes earlier. So now looks like a dust vortex into a sea spike coming straight into this. It will be going down. This looks like a Funkyhao finale with a 𝗧𝗏 coming in. Turbi will be, I guess, slapped in the wrist, or he got a stick on his wrist for not banning 𝗧𝗏. The lesson shall be learned. The 𝗧𝗏 will be punishing Turbi out of the finals here at the moment. There is nothing that stops this 𝗧𝗏 from moving up ahead and face rolling the rest of the match. Unless any one of you believes that this 𝗬𝗏𝗺 can make it through. But looks like he is going for that 𝗬𝗏𝗺 first now, just because 𝗬𝗶𝗴 can take care of 𝗧𝗏𝗺 with the dust vortex coming in. And indeed it will be. That is going to be the death of that 𝗧𝗏𝗺 going down. Scavenger procs again, back to 100%. It's as if nothing happened to that 𝗧𝗏. He's just sitting there chilling and vibing. 𝗬𝗏𝗺 is trying his best to stack up the special defenses, but he does seem like he might not be able to make it. This is probably one of the really good comebacks, I could say, because last match, one mistake of Turok going in is coming and biting Turbi at the moment, where he just has so much of a lead that it looks like he was never behind in the series, but he was so behind in this series that he made such a good comeback here. He did not give up till the last moment. But Funky will be cleaning Turbi with the final 𝗧𝗏 hit on 100% HP. Just as if nothing happened to that 𝗧𝗏 ever. He is on +1, +2, +3, +1. He is smelling a victory right now, that Badger. And that will be a crystal dust of victory. Barely, still not there. Looks like another turn, another dust, and that will be a GG in a Funky style. Can we have some people claps for Funky in the chat, guys? What a match from Funky, bringing the comeback, making it real, and that will be a GG from Funky.